pleasure and a privilege to be here this morning. I would certainly first like to thank SI Tech and EBJ for this privilege and for everyone who has believed in me to date. Since this is supposed to be about sixth graders, I was just wondering, by show of hands, do we have any sixth graders in the audience? Do we have anyone who's ever actually been a Girl Scout or a Brownie? That's a good start. Well, the thing is that we were all sixth graders once, and I remember it extremely well, because I did have the luck to have a teacher who took me aside and told me that I had a gift for science. And he said, don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. And it was a remarkable moment. And I knew I was in heaven because I walked into this class, and I grew up in Los Angeles, and you know, LA is what it is. And I was a scientist very, very young, and I liked playing with test tubes, less than with Barbies. Well, Barbies can be fun, but I walked into this room, and the professor, the teacher, actually had taken some worms and had strung them around the room. I guess you could have tapeworms in your body that are like 30 feet long. It's just really remarkable. And so I just realized that I was at home. So it's very interesting because along the road, I got started very early in all of this. And I had a ninth grade teacher pull me aside and said that I was terrible at biology, and that I was never going to make it, and I should just stop where I was and focus on something else. But that bug had already been planted in my ear. And it's so important to realize that everyone has a gift, and that knowledge is power. And that the more we learn, the more successful we can become. And we cannot ever listen to those people who say that we're not smart, or that we can't do it, because that spark, that belief in yourself, is what will enable you to do whatever you choose to do in your life. You have to have that inner voice that I am good at this. And I have to admit, it does not always come easily. Building a company from the ground up, I started my business when I was 25 years old as a student at Harvard Medical School in my surgery rotation. I don't necessarily recommend that for the faint of heart. But I had no choice. I had lost a patient from a staph infection on my watch. And it was as if somebody had hit me over the head with a 2x4 as to what I was going to do with the rest of my life. And I'm very proud to be able to stand here today and to say that I have people in my building that are working on software code that will turn into products that will actually save lives within a year. There are very few opportunities where you can do that. And I'm a very proud supporter of women. My company is over 50% women. Over 50% of our management team is women. Because it is hard out there. It's hard to be a woman, but it's also a lot more fun. And so I'm proud to have created an environment for people to thrive. But I think the most important thing is to understand that we all have it within ourselves to win and to be successful and to never be afraid to learn. The moment you stop learning is the moment you start aging. Thank you.